Oh mate, I feel an absolute cracker today. Welcome back to F123, my team career mode. Today we are going to be heading to Monza. The driver standings currently look like this. We are currently sitting third somehow, only 11 points off second, and we are sitting comfortably fourth in the constructors. So let's head to Italy and have a nice little meat feast pizza. Why not? Alright, so welcome to qualifying. Now, I don't want to make any excuses, but I have not grasped my wheel firmly for about a week. In other words, I've not driven anything for about a week, so I'm probably going to have an absolute stinker of a performance, but hey, what can you do about it? So, let's get the decent setup on that I always have ready. Here's the setup. You can pause it. It's pretty good. There you go. Lovely. And let's cook up something foul. Right. Traffic ain't too bad. I do have this annoying Aston behind me, but we should be okay. Right. So let's try and not spin on my first lap. That would not be very fun. And our first attempt in qualifying begins. DRS enable. Going to pull on some extreme speeds down this main straight. And I'm going to brake a little bit early here just to make sure I actually make the corner. I almost didn't, even though I broke earlier. Bit wacky, but we move. Get on the power. Up through the gears. All the way up to 8th. Trying to turn as little as possible to maintain some decent top speed. And now we're going to do some heavy braking. Way too late, although the line said I was actually early. Welcome to the racing line in F123. Once again, going wide. This is a very stinky lap. I'm going to definitely have to do another one. Okay, yeah, the car is awful. Understeer crazy. The Aston behind is actually caught right up, and look at my car. Something is definitely wrong. Whether there's, not enough downforce, overheating tyres, I'm not too sure. But fact of the matter is, the car is really, really bad. So we're going to come across the line, and as expected, we are last of all drivers that have finished a lap, because that was one of the worst laps I've ever done in my career. Right, going out for lap numero dos. I'll let you know how I get on. And as you can see, lap number 2, I've managed to find 1.4 seconds, which only elevates me to 16th position. However, that shows that, yes, the car is still stinky. However, this time, I now know why. And it's because I think I'm running pretty much zero downforce on the car, because I'm hitting the maximum speed you can actually go in the entire game, which is 365 kilometers. I'm actually hitting that speed even when there's no DRS. That's how fast my car is going down the straights, and also how little downforce I have. This also explains why I'm having to brake really early. But also, that lap was just quite stinky, and now I've done a very tidy lap. May have not been too fast, but it was very tidy. I now see myself in 16th posi. Now, I still have one more lap to attempt, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. And as you can see, if I can find just 1/10 of a second, it will actually elevate me all the way to 12th. By just 700ths, I can do that. And as you can see, my Sector 1 is really good, but then my Sector 2 is really poor because of the less downforce. So, for this final lap, I'm actually going to up my front wing by 3 and see what that feels like. Alright, here we go then. My final lap attempt at Monza to try and get above 16th in qualifying. Let's go. So it seems with just 3 extra downforce, I am able to find a decent amount of time. Very strong around that final corner, and look at that. 3 tenths I found in that final sector. That is going to be absolutely massive to our final qualifying position. It's going to be 12th. That is not that bad, really. I mean, realistically, I should be outperforming most cars. A little bit above me. Like, I should be doing better than the Alphas and maybe the Alpines, except one of them qualified second. However, I'm actually quite pleased with 12th. That is, in one way or another, the best of the rest, because you can see the gap between me and the car ahead is actually a lot more than me and everyone else behind. So we're starting 12th for the Grand Prix. I'm personally quite happy with that. You never know. With some defensive driving, some high top speeds, maybe a safety car, maybe a red flag, or just some DNFs in general from up ahead, we could score some points. You can see here, it was mainly my Sector 3 where it really came alive. My Sector 2 was a bit better because of my increased downforce, but the Sector 3, mainly the Ascari chicane, is really where I managed to find some serious time because of that extra downforce. And it's race day in Monza. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling confident. I reckon I can get some decent overtaking done, and I've also got a very good ability to defend. I'm in the sort of position that Nick De Vries was in 2022. He had such good straight line speed that he couldn't really get overtaken. That's the position I find myself in now. So hopefully, I can get forward a bit. Right, I'm getting ready. I'm prepared. I'm excited. Let's go. Alright, starting P12. No grid penalties, which is a bit annoying. But we are off. And it's a cracking start by me, you know. Look at that. Holy shit, what a start. And we already find ourselves up about 6 places off the start as I now dive down the inside and we're 3 wide. Yeah, I don't like that. Can we not be 3 wide? Hang on, it's not. Oh shit, what is that oversteer? Oh my god. Now, in my defense, I didn't actually notice that the team has put me on hard tyres for some reason. That has potentially ruined my race before it even started. Why they've put me on hards, I have no idea. On 35% races, you can definitely get away with just doing soft medium. So, Anyway, back to where we were. I'm now losing a place to the Ferrari. Somehow, my straight line speed isn't good enough, even though I'm literally going as fast as you can in this game. I'm going to go around the outside of the Ferrari as he makes a lot of contact with me, puts a massive gap to the cars ahead, and me and the Ferrari are still going wheel to wheel. And I have the place. Let's go! Oh, that understeer was crazy. Right, now actually to try and clear off. Here comes the Alpine of Ocon, though. It's not even Ocon, it's Drogovic. What's he doing there? Right, so the gap ahead to 7th is now 3.5 seconds. And now Drogovic is having a go at me. However, now I'm going to have the advantage because unlike the AI, I like to use my battery. Oh no, we're going to go 4 wide here. We are going 3 wide. I'm second latest on the brakes. I can keep the inside line there. Okay, I've managed to defend, but now it's just a 5-second gap to the cars ahead. Can these bastards just piss off, please? If I could just defend like my life depends on it until the soft tyres start to die a little bit, I should be okay. Can I actually do that? No, I can't. But I'll try my best. Now, I'm actually going to let Sainz go past here because I'm going to have the DRS going down the main straight. And that's all I really give a shit about. Never mind, I won't have DRS, I guess. I'll just do it the manual way then. And it seems like we already have a yellow flag ahead. I wonder what that's for. It's going to be for Lando Norris. He was in 2nd. And there he is behind me. He's blown up. So I gain a place off that, and I'm up to 7th.
Okay, clear.
And now, I think the strategy is going to be, well, defend for my life for 7th. Because I'm not catching up to 6th. They're already 5 seconds ahead. So yeah. Although, actually, thinking about it, once I go into the pits on about, I don't know, lap 14 maybe, because I'm going to be out for a while, I'm going to be in a great position to not only get some undercuts, but maybe get very racy at the end. Who knows? Right, Guan Yu Zhou's trying to have a go at me. I'm trying to do me tactic, mate. Get pissed off. Thank you. Right. No, Zhou, go away. You're actually ruining my idea. Right, let's get past Sainz. And then get heavy on the brakes. Oh, that was close. I thought I was going to die, but I didn't. Oh, look at that. Sainz and Zhou go wheel to wheel, and that actually gives me about a 6/10 gap, which, well, doesn't sound like a lot, but in my current position, I crave for that sort of a gap increase. Thank you very much, Guan Yu Zhou, for feeling very racy today. Right, this is actually really bad. Zhou's going to get past Sainz, maybe, but they're both behind me, which means they're going to have DRS going down the main straight. Shit. I'm going to have to use more battery than I'd like just to try and defend. I'm going to sit basically almost all the way off the track just to break the slipstream, and it looks like I am okay. And look at that. Sainz and Zhou continue to go wheel to wheel, and now I've got just under a second gap. Yay! Thank you, Zhou. Zhou is single-handedly saving my race. What a legend. Yellow flag, sector 2. Someone's gone off ahead. That could be a potential red flag. And it is. It's going to be a red flag. Okay. So someone went off ahead behind me. Probably the Ferrari, if I had to guess. And now I assume pretty much every single driver is going to be going onto the medium tyre because, well, most of them started on softs, just like I should have. But yeah, we're all going to be on mediums now, which is a bit annoying because I did want to go for an undercut on the softs and get very racy near the end. Meanwhile, everyone was on mediums. I could potentially go for 11 laps on the softs, but realistically, the mediums are just a better choice. So, let's get back into the action.
It's good to get back on track. Let's make the
Alright, race start, number 2. And we're off. And it's another absolute clacker. And we already see ourselves ahead of one of the Mercedes and potentially a Red Bull as well. I've broken way too late. Sorry, coming through. Right, fighting with a Red Bull. There's another yellow flag behind. But look at that. We are now up to 5th. Holy shit. And now I'm on the same tyres. I'm actually curious what the pace is going to be like. Right, so I'm within a second now of the Mercedes ahead of Ocon. If I can just somehow stay within a second until the next lap, well, I've got some DRS to play with then. Right, now this is where it gets very interesting because I now have DRS, but look, it doesn't matter how fast I'm going. I'm currently going 366, which is above the speed you're meant to go. Oh my god. I don't know how anyone's supposed to react to that. I mean, like, why? Why have I been brake tested? It's because the Alpine ahead goes for a move like an idiot. So yeah, it seems even though I've got a better straight line speed, as I'm trying to slip for what is going on? Oh, what is happening? Too many cars, too little space. I could potentially cook up something foul here. Hang about. Oh my goodness. I have just moved from 5th to 2nd. What? And it was a fantastic move as well, but do I have the ERS to maintain this position? Look how fast Gasly is. Jesus Christ. So it looks like I'm going to get re-overtaken going down this straight just because of how fast that Alpine is. I mean, it's unbelievable, but hang on, no. I've actually managed to fight him off. Now, I'm going to try and do the same thing as I was doing with Sainz, basically until the end of the race. Give Ocon the position, get the DRS, re-overtake down the straight, and that's it. Right, quick update on lap 15. Now, you might be wondering, why is there a 4-second gap between you and Ocon now? What happened? Well, pretty much the cars behind, they keep scrapping with each other. They keep going wheel to wheel, and that extends the gap to me. Now, as you can also see, the gap to first place Leclerc is sort of around the 2.8 second margin. We're actually setting near enough identical lap times. I'd say the lap times are only really different by about a tenth, so, you know, the pace, looking really good. So it's now lap 17, nothing's really happening. The gap to Ocon is extending, the gap to Leclerc staying about the same, maybe losing about a tenth a lap. And the only real thing that's going on is that the two Red Bulls are having the scrap of an absolute lifetime for a whopping 4th position. Alright, here we go, final lap. It seems that my tyres have fallen off and Leclerc's just haven't, because he's pulled a second on me in this penultimate lap. But here is the final lap. The Red Bull's still scrapping like their life depends on it. But it is looking like we are going to get a lovely 2nd place finish. Somehow, once again, I get another completely absurd, undeserved result. But here we are. And it just makes me wonder, what could I have done if there was no red flag and I could have got the undercut onto some soft tyres? Would have the result been a lot worse? Would it have been a lot better? I don't really have any idea, but what I do know is that this has been another fantastic episode of My Team Career Mode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, why not subscribe to the channel? And I will say one thing. Everyone that is subscribed, please check your notification bell because my views are really bad recently and I'm wondering if there's some sort of bug. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. We're on the road to 10k subs by the end of 2024 and it begins now. It's another podium, somehow. Once again, thank you for watching and I will see you later.